Backstage here with Mr. Mid-Atlantic, Damian Wayne, here in Baileysville, West Virginia. Tough match tonight, dog collar match against the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson, and the Dog Pound Championship is up for grabs.
Well, you see, it seems like things have changed since I got here to Baileysville. I was prepared for a cage match, but I was told that Lance Erickson spent too much time at IHOP and couldn't get his fat ass through the door, so we couldn't have a cage match. Well, you want to take a 20-foot chain, take a collar and wrap it around my neck, and treat me like a dog? But that's okay, because I'm the big dog. I'm the top dog in the NWA, son. And Lance Erickson, you get prepared for the bite of your life, because I'm going to beat you like you've never been beat before, son. See this belt right here? This belt means I'm the best, the uncrowned NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the best going today. And Lance, bring what you got, because you ain't got enough.
It is now my privilege to stand next to the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. And Lance, I have to ask, does the change from the steel cage to the dog collar match put you in a bind to become a double crown champion?
The Canadian Lion in a bind? Are you kidding me? Come on now. Jonathan, you've been around long enough to know. Let me tell you something, DW. It doesn't matter what the hell you've got. If it's a chain match, if it's a cage match, if it's a rope match, it doesn't matter to the Canadian Lion, as The Rock would say. I don't care. The only thing that matters to me tonight is to walk out of this building, not only with this NWA Mountain State title, but also your Dog Pound title. You know, you've been running your mouth a lot on the internet lately because I've been doing personal appearances, promoting, doing things that I need to in certain places. Well, let me tell you something, D-Dub. I've lost a lot of weight. I've been in the gym. I've been tanning. I've been doing the things that I need to do. You know, I looked in the rankings, and there's quite a few guys here in NWA Mountain State that are in the top 10 rankings. Well, guess what? I'm not. And I'm pissed off about it. So tonight, I take your title, and guess what? They have no choice but to put me in there, in the top 10. So guess what? He's just another step towards immortality.
Rich Quick leading the Canadian Lion to the ring. Your NWA MSW Heavyweight Champion representing the Syndicate. And boy, does he look focused tonight, Dean. That is the face of intensity personified. He's just tossing that covenant strap into the ring. He just wants Mr. Mid-Atlantic Damian Wayne to shut up about the IHOPs, to shut up about the El Mariachi, and to put up in the ring. Cause there's a dog championship belt to be handed to the winner of this match. The Dog Pound Champion, Team Mega. He's been here for the past 5 weeks anyway, and there he is, with the belt on the line. This was going to be a cage match, but the state of West Virginia would not allow it. Now, this is the closest thing they can get. A dog collar match. They can take the chain, they can use it as a bludgeoning weapon. They can wrap their fist in it. They can choke each other with it. This will not be a bloodless match. Absolutely not. A dog chain match historically is a bloody encounter. Damian Wayne enters the ring, and everybody was jockeying the ref, please. He's going to adjust jockey. I think he just told him nice tie. Nice tie is not a compliment. All right, Jacques Bollier with the entrance.
It is a dog collar match.
This match is going to be as bitterly contested as any match that Stephen Hensley and I have ever called. And as Rich Quick watches his syndicate teammate in the ring, he has to wonder, what shape would this man be in to make the rest of his bookings after this match? You have to wonder that, Stephen Hensley. They have bookings tomorrow morning, Beckley, West Virginia. Tomorrow night, Hinton, West Virginia. Not to mention booked up solid for the next few weeks.
Let me interrupt you and go ahead and answer that question. You want to know how they do it? They're men. This isn't a business for crybabies. This is professional wrestling. Put up or shut up.
It looks like Damian Wayne's rip-roaring and ready to go, and Lance Erickson's a little bit hesitant. Would things have been different were they encased in 8, 9.5, 10 feet of steel cage?
I don't think it really matters. The end result of this thing is going to be a mountain of bloodshed and one man standing tall at the end. It's the only way it could end between these two men. The only way.
And I agree, it ends tonight right here at Unleashed in Baileysville. Damian Wayne's ready to go. He wants the crowd in on it. Oh, wait a second. He just jumped him, and the chain isn't even on. The match can't start yet. The match cannot start until the chain goes on.
Well, that doesn't matter. You can lay in all the groundwork you want and put it on after the fact. Right now, Lance Erickson has a lot of leniency in terms of what he can do to Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne can't waylay him the same way. That chain isn't attached to Lance Erickson yet.
And the match, I repeat, cannot start until the collar is on. Damian Wayne with the reversal, shoots him in. High back body drop, just missed the chain by inches. That would have hurt well, now he lands on the chain.
And a clothesline by Damian Wayne to boot. And Damian Wayne's grabbed the dog collar. He's wrapping it around him, Dean.
This match is about to start. If he locks his collar in, it is an officially sanctioned National Wrestling Alliance transaction.
Against Lance Erickson's wishes, it looks, yes!
Bring it, it's on. Timekeeper rings the bell, and Damian Wayne goes to work with the chain, and it's legal. This should be your kind of match, man, because it's pretty much anything goes.
And neither one of these men are going to shy away from doing exactly that. Anything they want.
Damian Wayne has been very vocal online about Lance Erickson, his midsection, his proclivity. Oh! He goes straight to the midsection with that, an injured rib. He talks about every time he turns around, Lance Erickson's in a restaurant.
Damian's got that chain wrapped around his hand, and he's laying into Lance Erickson. It's only a matter of time before we see blood in this one, Dean.
It's gonna come very quickly. Damian with the cover. Wow.
Lance Erickson still with the kick out, though. It's real early in this one. It's not going to end that quick. This one's just going to grind away for a while. Get ready to see a lot of punishment. If you're faint of heart, if you kind of get wobbly in the knees at the sight of blood, maybe this one isn't for you, fans. Maybe you want to walk out of the room, but if you're someone like me, this is your cup of tea. It's vicious, it's violent, it's Mountain State Wrestling at its finest. It's two of the best in the business.
It's blood between the eyes. Lance Erickson is open, ladies and gentlemen. And Rich Quick looks like he's going to vomit from the sight of blood. Oh!
And
man,
the chain just went across the ribs there, Dean.
Well, this is Good Friday. I apologize to anyone and everyone with that statement.
There's the Crimson Mask. That's what we were talking about. Not very long at all. I don't think we're even 3 minutes into this one, and already blood pouring down the face of the Canadian Lion.
That chain was used as a cheese grater across his forehead. You could hear his cries in Mingo County. By the way, I want to thank personally Pizza Mingo for helping us promote this event by putting black and white flyers in their pizza boxes. Not only is it incredible pizza, but they are NWA Mountain State supporters. Please support Pizza Mingo and all of our fine sponsors. Man, Lance Erickson's going to need to support MedExpress, Raleigh General Hospital, or something, Quick.
Damian Wayne missed big time there, though, when he flew in with that chain. I think it may have hit off his head on the way out. And you can see the position he's in right now. He's over that top rope, and that chain is still in the ring.
And he is outside of the ring. Oh, no! Lance Erickson choking him out with the chain. And people, it's legal.
And Damian Wayne's face started to change colors right there. He's real lucky that Lance Erickson didn't choke him longer than that. There's no DQ. The referee cannot interfere except to count a pinfall.
He is only there to declare a winner. That's all. Lance Erickson brings him over into the ring via a suplex. Now Lance Erickson is the bloodied mess. But you see the damage that being hung outside the ring has inflicted, and now choking Damian Wayne out with the chain. A little bit of color back in the cheeks of Rich Quick also.
Heck, Rich Quick trying to lead some cheers for Lance Erickson, who does have supporters here tonight. Not a typical event for Lance Erickson, but tonight, those in West Virginia that feel loyal to the Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champ are glad to show their support, and I'm glad to see them. Lance Erickson looks pretty pleased with himself at the moment, too.
Lance Erickson told you and I both backstage he enjoys the taste of blood, especially if it's his own. That's just a greeting card for a good evening.
It's like a smelling salt.
Rich Quick ought to feel in fine company here. A rough crowd, chains and blood on a Friday night. That's straight out of Brooklyn, people. That's just an evening at the Ritz, you know? And now the chain wrapped around the fist of your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, and he's pummeling it into the forehead of Damian Wayne.
Lance Erickson wrapping that chain around his fist.
We've got blood on Damian Wayne also, and Lance Erickson smells it.
He's zeroing in on that. He's going to bust him wide open before too long, Dean. He may be doing it right now.
Yeah, that looked like his version of the cheese grater.
That chain link across an open cut, that's going to do it real quick.
Big time. And the fans know there's that guy in the blue hat over there, an original Baileysville Rough Rider. He knows the score. And now just kicking Damian Wayne and keeping him down. Look how proud your champion is, ladies and gentlemen.
But look behind him, Damian Wayne's already up to his feet. Erickson turns around. Damian chops him across the chest.
Oh, dumps him to the mat with the second one. Damian staggering a little bit.
But he's still standing, Dean.
Well, you concentrate on the blood on the forehead, but, oh, and a drop kick. Who knows what damage is beyond that cut? There could be a skull fracture or anything.
Like I said, they're mean men, Dean. They'll worry about that one later. Right now, they're just worried about the outcome of this one.
Another man who is concerned with this matchup is one Joey By God Morton, who is here in Baileysville, and he's watching this because the contracts haven't been signed, but he has certainly expressed an interest to return to NWA Mountain State, where he has faced such men as Rock and Roll Ricky Morton.
Well, Joey Morton can wait in the wings all he wants. Right now, tonight, this moment in time belongs to Damian Wayne and Lance Erickson, and only one man's walking out of here with their hand held up as a winner.
The dog title was on the line. Damian Wayne carried it in. Who will carry it out? Lance Erickson has proved over the past. Oh, he's choking Erickson now.
Erickson getting hung out to dry right now. And when you cut off somebody's oxygen like that, when they're already pouring the blood down their face, that's not going to do them any favors. It's going to start flowing a little more quickly.
The worst bloodshed I ever saw in my life was Mid-South Wrestling, I believe. It was the Sheep Herders and the Fantastics. And Bobby Fulton, was Bobby Fulton the blonde one? He about bled out before getting to the hospital. The Sheep Herders and the Cage wore him out. Both men now flat on their backs after this. And again, the look of concern on the face of Rich Quick and staying at arm's distance between the two men.
Blood loss ain't going to do nothing in terms of favoring your stamina, but these two men, they're going to go against that. Damian Wayne, A fist between the eyes of Erickson, I believe on the pinpoint spot where that blood started to flow to begin with.
Oh, both of these guys are zoning in on the smell.
Lance Erickson trying to walk away. It's kind of hard to walk away from a man who's holding the other end of your chain, though.
That's right. Oh, and that one hurt Damian Wayne's hand. I saw Wahoo McDaniel and Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin in an Indian strap match in Charleston, West Virginia in 1986, the Great American Bash. Similar results, but the match ends differently in this end. Damian Wayne has the support of the crowd now. And he's getting the people behind him. Oh, wow, what a shot.
Well, the fans may be behind Damian for the moment, but even if they're not voicing their approval of Lance Erickson, that's not going to mess with the Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion's head. He's been in that situation before. The only man he's in there fighting for is himself right now. He's fighting for personal pride, but he's also fighting for our locker room.
High
But
risk.
first and foremost on his list, still him. He doesn't need anyone else's support.
True. And yet he aligns himself with the Syndicate, Dangerous Dave Scott, Matt Conard, and now Rich Quick, who's getting candid shots on his iPhone. Lance Erickson, wow, having trouble staying on his feet. Might want to take a few less candid pictures and pay a little more attention to the well-being of your man. He has matches that he has to make it to. So does Damian Wayne.
Well, these guys are just going to have to get ready to wrestle hurt, because that's what this match is going to do to you. You don't sign on the dotted line and go against each other, cage match, dog collar match, whatever, I don't care. When there's so much animosity at stake between two competitors heading into a match, and especially two guys as skilled and as vicious in that ring as Damian Wayne and Lance Erickson, you expect to get hurt coming out of it.
And that's what's going to happen. Damian Wayne blocks the right hand, lands one of his own. He's reeling and rocking, our heavyweight champion, the dog champion. His title's on the line, and he's come to fight for it.
Lance Erickson is currently headed for a world record on the Muda scale if he keeps pouring blood like that.
Well put, my friend. Oh, brother, times like this, I love you. Damian Wayne, what have you got for us now, my man? He's going up towards the top. He is at the top. He has a vicious top rope elbow. And this is it.
And he nailed that vicious top rope elbow.
The last time Lance Erickson felt that, I drove him to the ER.
Almost a 3 count.
Almost a 3 count.
Mr. Mid-Atlantic, for the first time in this match, he hasn't been wearing a smile at all, but for the first time in this match, he looks really frustrated right now.
I tell you, when he jumped off the rope, I saw a streak of red that almost looked like Sin City, man. It was incredible. And now, firing the shots and a chop across the chest. Irish whip shoots him across. Reversal.
Spine Buster!
Game changer. I thought that was it.
And still, Mr. Mid-Atlantic kicking out.
The man has an alternate nickname. The Mid-Atlantic Bad Butt. I'm not saying it. But he's proven why he has
Can
that.
you say it?
What?
Yeah, standards and practices,
Yes.
whatever.
Look, they wouldn't even let us set a cage up, man. They're not going to let me say ass.
Oh!
Wait a second.
Damian Wayne ducks the clothesline, and Lance Erickson just ate a super kick.
I'll bet you there's as much blood coming out of his mouth right now as there is off his forehead. Damian Wayne again going high risk.
I don't know how smart this is. That chain's still connecting him. I was getting ready to say all he has to do is yank on it, and he just did. And Damian Wayne got crotched on that top turnbuckle.
Wow. And Rich Quick is very happy now. Now that clubbing forearm. What do you know about a clubbing forearm? You can drive a man to the mat with it.
Is Rich taking a picture with his cell phone?
He is. Damian Wayne had nowhere to go. He had to absorb that shot. And now fighting back.
And Erickson falling from the top. And Damian Wayne one more time. Getting ready to fly high. Will he
He's
connect?
wrapping his elbow.
Oh! And an elbow wrapped lifting a chain on top of Lance Erickson.
Wow!
And that's going to be it, fans.
What a great match! I wish we could bring you this type of match every time you tune in. But guys, this is to settle a score. And Damian Wayne walked in, dog champion. He's walking out dog champion, still the top dog.
But the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson, absolutely nothing to feel bad about as far as his effort this evening goes. He laid it all out there. It could have gone either way. It just happened to be that tonight, the odds in the favor of Damian Wayne just a little bit more. But you know, Dean, down the line, these two guys could reconnect very easily and meet in that ring. It could go the other way. But tonight, the victor, standing tall, still dog pound champion.
I'm standing here next to the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, the Temptation, Shawn Tempers. Shawn, you've had a lot of things to say about Jason the Gift Kincaid. You've had a lot of time to review those matches on YouTube. Are the cards stacked against you here tonight in Baileysville?
As stacked against me, I think the only way that may be possible is because Jason Kincaid is the hometown hero tonight. But there's nothing that I love more than breaking the hearts of everybody cheering on the hometown hero, because I am the best wrestler in North America and I have the championship to prove it. And Jason Kincaid, you may be a talented athlete, but you don't have what it takes to take this title off of my waist.
I'm here in Baileysville, West Virginia with the hometown boy, Jason the Gift Kincaid, as he gets his shot at immortality this evening as he challenges Shawn Tempers for the NWA North American Championship. Jason, I wish you nothing but the best, but an uphill battle, is it not?
Yeah, man. Jay Steezy, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am exactly what I say I am, and that is the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring wrestler in the world today. And after I win that National Wrestling Alliance North American Championship, I'm gonna be on some whole new otherness.
How many times have we seen Jason the Gift Kincaid headline an NWA Mountain State Wrestling event? But yet, how many times have we seen him come in without a title on the line? Very seldom. He is the challenger in this match.
He is not usually the position that we see Jason Kincaid in, but he is a very special talent. He's a very skilled warrior in that ring, and tonight could be his night to elevate his game and take it to the next level.
Absolutely. The North American Heavyweight strap will be a great step up from the NWA Smoky Mountain strap. What a coup d'etat this would be for Jason the Gift Kincaid to walk out of here with the NWA North American Championship. He's already top 10. He's already top 10 in the NWA standings. If he comes out as the North American Champion, he could jump very quickly to top 5. And we have seen the Temptation Shawn Tempers at last year's Ohio State Fair show. Four-way action, he, Chance Prophet, Jimmy Rave, and Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, where Adam Pearce came out in his fourth, count them, 4 times, world champion. But Shawn Tempers walked in as North American champion, and he still holds that belt now.
You're absolutely right about that. And what an incredible length of time since the Ohio State show till now for him to still hold on to that North American heavyweight title. And you gotta think somewhere down the line, he's searching for that world title shot. But tonight, he has Jason the Gift Kincaid in one of the most highly anticipated bouts in the history of Mountain State Wrestling and the National Wrestling Alliance.
Temptation for Men is the fragrance that powers the North American Heavyweight Champion. He arrives in Baileysville for his first ever appearance in NWA Mountain State. That is the same title that holds his lineage I can think as far back as Hacksaw Jim Dugan in Mid-South.
Dugan?
Yes. And then that became the UWF Heavyweight Champion, whose first ever holder was Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
But let's put all that aside. Who holds the North American title today? The man standing tall in the center of the ring, getting ready to defend, Sean the Temptation Tempers.
Well put, Outlaw Rockstar.
This match is scheduled for 60-minute time limit, and it is for the NWA North American title. It is the main event for this evening. The challenger from Oakdale, West Virginia, weighing at 105 pounds, introducing
Unorthodox and completely original is the gift, Jason Kincaid.
His opponent, he is the NWA North American Champion. From Chicago, weighing at 225 pounds, the Temptation, Sean Timbers. But in this match, referee Sean Kelly.
Sean Kelly gets to referee this main event matchup for the NWA North American Heavyweight Championship. And I tell you, as Sean Tempers checks his coif in the reflection of the gold and allows Jason the Gift Kincaid to check it out, he makes sure that that Gift knows that he is the champion. Jason Kincaid, the NWA Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Champion. He's defended it from its home base in Tennessee several times up here. In North Carolina, I believe he has defended it. And now, Jason the Gift Kincaid has risen to top 10 in the National Wrestling Alliance. I would love to see Jason the Gift Kincaid as a world champion. And a stepping stone towards that is defeating the Temptation Sean Tempers for the North American Championship. However, what has to occur before that is he must defeat the Temptation Sean Tempers.
Not an easy task. A lot of guys have tried, a lot of guys have failed. But you know something, Dean? A lot of guys aren't chasing the Gift Kincaid.
Right on. Now, you and I, as I stated earlier, we've seen a lot of these guys that came in. We've seen Ace Rockwell. We've seen Sean Tempers. We have seen Damian Wayne. We've seen a lot of the guys that have premiered this evening. Guys, YouTube is a wonderful thing. Support these men in their careers. Just like the fans in Edinburgh, Scotland, who watch NWA Mountain State, in Pasadena, California, Baja, Mexico.
Jason Kincaid, I thought, was going to go for a shoot there on the leg of Sean Tempers. Sean Tempers, though, well scouted on the situation as the two men go for a collar and elbow tie-out. Sean Tempers holding onto the arm of Jason the Gift Kincaid. Going underneath there, coming out with an arm bar, holding on to a firm wrist lock there. Jason Kincaid looking for a position, checking his balance and his footing, rolls through.
Cartwheel, another cartwheel. Reversal now to a rear waist lock. Former NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion Kincaid as well.
Sean Tempers going directly over to the ropes there, and he broke that one up quick.
Sean Tempers has put me in mind on several occasions of the model Rick Martel. Now, known to most people as the model, that's why I said it. Rick Martel, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion at the same time that Ric Flair was 5 times NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Those guys went at it. Now Sean Tempers definitely proud of his looks. You can tell he takes good care of himself. And he's proud of his looks by looking at his reflection in the mirror. Kincaid keeping him from the ropes right now. Okay, he gets to the ropes.
Well, equally as proud is he of his title reign.
Equally, and with good reason. This is April. We covered the Ohio State Fair in July.
It's quite a span of time.
Definitely.
And he was champ before then.
Yes, he walked in as champion. Guys, The internet is a great thing. www.alliance-wrestling.com, NWAMountainState.com. Wow, he broke the hold with Kincaid and gave Kincaid a forearm. Kincaid gave Sean Tempers a huge one.
And you know what, Dean? Another stiff shot like that, and you know what other website address you can type in? Help Sean Tempers find his teeth.com.
Wow. Well, before you were on board, Jason the Gift Kincaid cost Billy Litt a tooth in union. The fans brought it to him backstage. Now, I've never personally been hit by a body part flying out of the ring. This young man at the Farmers Day Festival, he brought Billy Litt his tooth. Jason Kincaid feigning a shoot, as you called earlier. Now, side headlock applied to the North American champion by the Smoky Mountain champion. Bear in mind, only the North American Championship is on the line. Jason Kincaid could walk out of here with over 20 pounds of gold.
Jason Kincaid holding on to that side headlock firmly. And you can see the way that his forearm is just grinding against the ear of Sean Tempers. And that's not going to make it feel any better. It's going to wear you down. But that's going to hurt like heck, too. You damage that ear there, your equilibrium's gone.
Absolutely. And you got to think that a man like Sean Tempers would be thinking, I don't want to go through life with cauliflower ears. These men are moving high speed now. Wow, Tempers went for an arm drag. He went for a hip toss and had a series of arm drags now. And Kincaid back in charge with an arm bar.
And that is a picture-perfect arm bar, too.
The extension is correct, the angle is correct, and the hyper-extension is correct. I've heard Jason Kincaid's very handy with hyper-extending people's elbows.
Jason Kincaid as skilled and capable as they come. Sean Tempers back him into the corner. Goes for a forearm shot, misses. Kincaid out of the way, and he is just jabbing away at him. Climbs up top.
Nowhere for Sean Tempers to go. He's got to absorb every single shot. Wow, I spoke too soon.
Well, he found a way. You might not be a believer, but Sean Tempers is in himself, and for good reason.
He made that opportunity happen. And somewhere underneath that massive manly beard, there is a chin, and it's in agony right now.
Sean Tempers really working over Kincaid right now, making the most of this opportunity to inflict as much damage as he can. You have an opportunity to put away a guy like Kincaid. You don't waste time. I don't care if you are a champion.
Well, let's face facts. If Kincaid comes out of this with a loss, his top 10 status could be in jeopardy. Even a drop down from number 10 to number 11 gets him out of the rankings in Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Jason Kincaid firing away back at Tempers, but Tempers, just as quick as Jason started, he stopped him with a drop toe hold, and now he's sitting on top of him. And that is a very, very unforgiving situation that Jason Kincaid has found himself in right now. Sean Tempers is relentless.
And you have to be to hang on to a title. And that's something that Jason the Gift Kincaid understands too. When he gets his opportunities, he is going to have to cinch it up, suck it up, and be relentless as well. He's going to have to absorb all of this punishment that the North American champion is dishing out on him and still have reserves mustered to put away the champ.
And a wind-up and a forearm shot on the back of Kincaid. And Sean Tempers showing off that physique of his that you mentioned earlier he's very proud of. But he'd be well-minded indeed to stay on top of Kincaid, a little less gluten until after the bell.
This is the late hours of Good Friday 2012. And we are so proud to bring Unleashed to you, courtesy of NWA Mountain State, the National Wrestling Alliance, and Cucumber and Company. Check out www.cucumberandcompany.com. Check out www.dwaynemuncie.com for something completely different.
And Jason Kincaid is turning things around for himself right now. And somebody gets Sean Tempers some applesauce to go with those chops delivered by Jason Kincaid.
Nice hard shots, Irish whip. Telegraphed the move. Sean Tempers brings him up. Backbreaker applied and a combination backbreaker sidewalk slam.
Look, the
that was
leg
nice.
almost had him.
That's why Sean Tempers can hang on to a title as long as he has. Combo moves such as that. Jason Kincaid's neck is getting bent in a very awkward angle, and if you look, the left arm is caught also.
And Sean Tempers is working that neck like it's in a vice right now, and Jason Kincaid has to feel like it's trapped in one.
This is a great match because Jason the Gift Kincaid is such an admirable talent, and this is his opportunity to step up and show the world that he can run with Scrap Iron Adam Pearce and Sean Tempers.
Sean Tempers doing everything he can to keep Kincaid grounded, but Kincaid mustering the strength to get back up to his feet. Hits Tempers with a shot to the abdomen, comes off the ropes, drop kick to the knees.
Takes him out from down below. Tempers is screaming in agony, but he catches Kincaid.
He caught him off a springboard. He's gone trapped in the center of the ring in a Boston Crab.
And he is squatting deep. That back is torqued. And he has no intentions of moving.
And Sean Tempers is sitting down square on Jason Kincaid right now.
Kincaid moving.
But Tempers pulls him back to the center of the ring. He's got an STF on him now.
And that is almost mid-ring also. Kincaid screaming in agony and desperation to stay in this game against the North American champion. Can he hold out? Can he carry Sean Tempers and get the ropes?
Sean Tempers, a true student of the game, utilizing an STF to its fullest potential.
And now moving around to a simple rear chin lock. Well, his head is behind Kincaid's, driving Kincaid's jaw supine into the hold and the rest of his skull forward.
And Jason Kincaid still not giving up, not giving in, not for a second. This is an opportunity of a lifetime for him. This is his chance to break through to that next level in our business. He's going to give it everything he's got. He's firing away.
Sean Tempers' hold is breaking. All right, Kincaid hits the ropes, knocks the clothesline. He comes across and misses a high cross body. Tempers drags him to the center and hooks the leg. Wow, that was almost a 3.
And Jason Kincaid, very unfortunately for him, missing that cross body block. And as firmly in control as Sean Tempers was before, he's even more so now. Missing a move like a cross body block, that's going to cost you big time.
Sean Tempers very frustrated right now, but has to be proud of himself at the head of steam that he cost one Jason the Gift Kincaid. Both men exchanging forearms now. Kincaid using the ropes for leverage, shooting back. Look at that.
Kincaid bounced off the ropes there. I thought he was going to fall to the mat, but the ropes saved him. But Sean Tempers introducing him to that middle turnbuckle there, and that halts the brief momentum that Jason Kincaid started to mount there.
Now, I know that Kincaid wears a mouthpiece, but his jaw and his face has taken a lot of abuse in this match. And now Sean Tempers choking him out, using the ropes to his advantage as he does so, and breaking right before the 5 is called. Sean Tempers using every advantage that he can and now wrenching that neck again in unhealthy ways. Kudos to Sean Kelly for being right where he needs to be if Jason Kincaid taps out or submits from this hold.
Yeah, you can hold your breath on that one, Dean. I'm not going to. Jason Kincaid is not going to quit in a situation like this. You're going to have to do a lot more than what Sean Tempers has already done. As good as it is, you've got to do a lot more than that to put Kincaid away.
Absolutely. The championship heart and drive. He has tasted responsibility as a champion so many times. He's familiar with it, and he embraces this opportunity to move to the next level. He's shooting it shoulders and elbows into the champ. Sunset flip. Can he pull it in?
He's pulling for all he's worth, but Tempers blocks it. Missed with a leg drop, though. Kincaid off the ropes.
And springboard kick to the top of Sean Tempers' beautifully coiffed head. Jason Kincaid laid him out. Now it took a lot of energy from Kincaid Can he reach his base and capitalize and make himself the North American champion? He's at his base.
Well, Sean Timbers is still stunned. Kincaid, it does look like he's going to be the first man to his feet. That gives him the slight advantage here, waiting on Timbers. Timbers comes running at Kincaid, eats some boots for his trouble. He's staggering. Kincaid still in the corner.
He hits the corner. Kincaid with a knee lift dumps the champion in a circle, and he's staggered. And now Kincaid's getting fired up. Big flying forearm. A clothesline out of the corner, and he wants him again. Here's another clothesline. Irish whip. He's going to send the man across. Flying back elbow. He's going to cover. Timbers getting a shoulder up at the very last minute, and Kincaid is asking the crowd if he's ready to finish him off.
And Jason Kincaid, thankfully for him, turning things around right now. He's got a world of momentum. Sean Timbers tries to send him to the outside the hard way. Kincaid blocks it. Shot to the gut. Spins on in. A neck breaker in a way I've never seen it before. Innovation to a T every single time you see Kincaid out there, and he almost had him there, Dean.
About 3 weeks ago, he hit Chase Owens with that in a house show. Incredible spinning springboard neck breaker from outside in. Whoa, Sean Timbers, as I'm calling that, Sean Timbers lays out an elbow. What was that?
That was Sean Timbers hitting Kincaid with everything he had from behind, but Kincaid still hanging in there.
We're 13 minutes into an hour-long time limit for this main event, and these men show no signs of slowing up. Sean Timbers now, Irish whip. Kincaid reverses, here's a kick. He hooks him. Springboard driver. The Kincaid driver.
He had the leg hooked. I thought he had him wrapped up, but Timbers still, and that's the reason he's a champion, still kicks out.
That slingshot driver has put people away from NWA East, NWA Dog, and NWA Mountain State. I've seen it myself. Kincaid signaling, pacing. He's going to pick him up. Timbers was ready for him. Northern Lights bridging suplex.
He's got the leg hooked.
They kicked out. Kincaid kicked out. That was good placement. Kincaid went for a front face lock. Timbers drove him to the corner and hit a textbook Northern Lights suplex on him. And he signals, he says it's over.
Easier said than done, but Sean Timbers is going to give it a whirl. Jason Kincaid reversing that situation, has him locked up, signals to the fans. Timbers though, well, Timbers trying to drive him into the corner, but look at who got caught the worst.
Sean Kelly absorbed the most of that. Kincaid, the back of his head hit the front of Sean Kelly.
And look at what Timbers is doing now. He's pulled out a chain.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Jason Kincaid ducks it though, turns him around, drives him headfirst into his knee, and Kincaid has the chain now. He's wrapping it around his fist. Timbers ducks though, boot to the gut of Kincaid. Neck breaker time, has him locked up. Kincaid grabs the hands though,
and he lands the right and hides the chain.
He sure does. Sean Kelly, oblivious to the situation. Kincaid covers him. 2, 3.
Oh my gosh! We have a new North American heavyweight champion! We have a new North American heavyweight champion!
I can't believe my eyes, Dean Bibb.
I can't either! Oh my gosh! NWA North American Champion is crowned, and you ought to love it. It was dirty as all get out.
And this is the business of a man, and the man standing on top at the end of this night, the new North American Heavyweight Champion, Jason the Gift Kincaid.
The Gift is top 5, and we've got referees conversing in the corner, and Jacques is there.
Just informed me. Now,
are we looking at a reversal of the decision? Well, Ryan Anderson was in the house and he must have been watching. Sean Kelly was out of it. Oh! Oh! You want to talk about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat? This is the epitome of it right here.
Are you kidding me, Dean? You want to talk about heartbreaking? Look at the face of Kincaid.
I know, man. This is, I mean, you feel for the guy. He saw an opportunity, he took it.
He didn't even introduce the chain into the match, and it still cost him.
I know, it was Temper's chain. That's what's incredible about this.
Still the North American champion, Sean Tempers. But Jason Kincaid, he gave it everything he had. What a disappointment for him. What a heartbreaking moment. But what a contest, Dean. What a night. NWA Mountain State Wrestling Unleashed. This pay-per-view has delivered from top to bottom. And Jason Kincaid, I know he feels disappointed about what just happened, but he's going to have another day.
You better believe it. Guys, we're going to wrap up NWA Unleashed by saying this. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting NWA Mountain State. Guys, for Leonard Sims, for the rest of the office, for Cucumber and Company, for Jacques Bollier, for Jonathan Styles, for the Outlaw Rockstar. My name is Dean Bibb, and we are blessed to be able to be a small part of your life. Thank you for supporting NWA Mountain State Wrestling. Steven, what you got to say?
I think you pretty much summed it up, Dean. We'll see you next time. Outlaw Rockstar out.